Okay, we're rolling. Dungeon Man!
I'm so ready for you to go live. Watch now.
Let's go. I think I healed before the end of last time. It was like 2 weeks ago, so who the hell remembers?
Yeah, it was
Oh my
ages
god.
ago.
I'll say.
This is your first trip through Dungeon Man? You just got to?
Oh fuck, there's multiple trips. Yeah, I just
Yeah, you
got
have to go through them twice.
But hey man, I am readily equipped to handle these enemies at this point. It's a different story than the first time we locked horns, you can say that.
I don't think there's any difficult part anymore. That sort of ends at Moonside, doesn't it?
Is there anything difficult after Moonside?
I mean, there's some parts where you can die if you're careless, like the Diamond Dog.
Right, yeah, that's one.
Um,
Yeah, Diamond Dog's the only one that really comes to mind.
yeah. The pyramid can be kind of annoying, but it's not that dangerous.
Yeah, no, I basically ran out of PP, but I was still fine. I had some brain food lunches to save me.
Yeah,
But
I think
yeah,
it's pretty easy going after Moonside.
yeah, once you get multi-bottle rockets, the game is just free. That's my opinion. Some might even say it's a fact. I definitely don't remember the way through Dungeon Man, though.
You passed the hump of the game, in my eyes.
Yeah, now it's just cleanup. Just get to the end. Dude, I swear to God this is the right way to go. Is it not the second from the right, or is it the second from the left?
Yeah, I think you're right. You just gotta go the right way.
Yeah, I'm...
Yeah, you're definitely right. All the other ones lead to dead ends, like, quickly.
Okay.
You can't just wander around a bunch.
I haven't really gone the wrong way very many times in my life, so... What
Yeah,
could
you
I
got
say,
it, you
man?
got it.
Game is fucking lagging. Too many mad ducks. Alright, we got to the top.
You ever
That
get
wasn't so
that
bad.
feeling playing old games and there's a ton of frame drops? Do you feel like that's part of the action? Like, oh man, this is so epic because there's so many frame drops, there's so much going on. You know what I
You
mean?
know, honestly, it has a bit of a charm to it, doesn't it? It's like, because it
DK64
does...
is super charming.
Yeah. Well, I never played that one, so can't confirm nor deny.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, you should play DK64 next.
Dude, I just heard it was worse Banjo-Kazooie. Why would I play it?
It is worse Banjo-Kazooie. But there's some cool parts to it, especially like if you like Banjo-Kazooie, especially if you like Banjo-Tooie, you'll probably like
Well,
DK64.
only fucking psychopaths like Banjo-Tooie.
I like Tooie.
You like Tooie?
Oh, you like Tooie.
Well, not anymore. Not once I grew brain cells with age.
Wow. DK64 does have amazing music. Like, definitely on par with Banjo.
Yeah, I have heard a few songs, probably from you,
Maybe, yeah.
that were very
Like,
good.
Fungi Forest, Stay. Ooh,
Yeah, I
I love
remember
Fungi
that
Forest.
name.
Well,
Just a picture.
that was written as a Banjo track.
Certainly sounds like one.
Then it got used in DK64. Or maybe the whole level was meant for Banjo. I don't remember, but at least the track was.
I just thought it was that Grant Kirkhope made similar music. He had his kind of own style.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Not in a bad way, not saying it's samey and bad, it just has a specific style. Alright. I actually want to be out of the desert so fucking bad. Why are there multiple deserts in this game? Does anybody talk about this?
Yeah, I guess there are. That's kind of uncommon, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of annoying, if I'm being honest, but the game
Two
somehow is
desert
good
areas.
enough to get around it.
I never really thought about it before.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of it now because it's pissing me the fuck off. What is happening? Playing without audio is bad. There was some
He
kind of
got
dropping
stuck.
sound effect. He got sucked?
No, he got stuck.
Okay, I heard what I wanted to hear.
You gotta go back inside, I think. Or maybe you gotta go down first and then go back inside after.
Yeah, I have to go down and find out that I need a submarine.
Yeah, you
And
can't just
then
know
go
that you
in.
need a submarine.
Exactly.
They don't
In the
take into
game.
account, what's the word? Not prescient something?
Talking about like omniscient.
Yeah, I was gonna say on is it omniscient?
I thought omniscient is all knowing. I don't know if that's right.
Knowing everything, yeah, that's right. What does prescience mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Prescience, the fact of knowing something before it takes place. Okay, that's more like what I was thinking of then.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah. So they don't take that into account.
Where the hell did you learn that word?
I don't know, man. Read.
Well, I don't do that. It's probably the problem. I lucked out having a teacher in high school that really went hard in teaching words.
Mm.
That's where a lot of my more advanced vocabulary comes from. But without that, I would have been cooked.
I was thinking of reading or rereading the Toradora light novels when June starts here. I was gonna wait for July because I read them in July, at the beginning of July last year, and I was like, okay, well, I watch the anime every December, and then I'll read the books every July. I was thinking it makes more sense to do June in December than July in December, right?
Right.
So I thought maybe I'll
Maybe.
just read them this weekend.
Yeah, why not?
I do love that series, and it'll only be my second time reading the series in full. Well, I read Volume 10 earlier this year. There's a specific reason I was rereading it. I was after something in particular. Maybe I tweeted about it. Let's see.
What is Toradora about? Have we talked about this?
I don't know. It's about a guy and a girl, high schoolers, who have crushes on each other's best friends, and they
Mm-hmm.
form a pact to try and get each other with their best friends.
But then they
And
fall
in
for each
doing
other.
so, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Classic.
And
Tales all this time.
it's my favorite series ever.
Okay, really? Favorite anime?
Oh yeah, favorite anime for sure. I mean, one of my favorite series. Period. Like in terms of games and anime.
Huh. I would have found that plot to be pretty generic. Was it the first of its kind, or... I don't know
I don't
how
know if
old
it's the
this
first of its
is.
kind. It's about the execution is just flawless though, and the characters are written so well, like way better than. Here's the thing with Toradora is like it plays on so many tropes, and it plays a lot of them straight, but they just execute it so perfectly, like better than anything else could dream of. The writer is just really good. I don't know,
Hmm.
man. I mean,
Oh,
it's. I don't want to make it seem like high literature. Obviously, it's not. It's like, um, it's shown and it's like a teenage sort of thing, right?
right.
But
Kind of slapstick.
it's just
Yeah.
really good.
What's like the tone of it?
The first half is pretty heavy rom-com, while the second half sort of phases out the calm in favor of drama, per se.
Alright, okay.
Drama. Um, but yeah,
Goodbye,
I would
exit.
say like romantic comedy, romantic drama.
I'm kind of just imagining Horror of Mia. You know that one?
Horimiya. I've heard of it. I haven't seen it though.
I'm glad you got what I was talking about, because I was not going to
I
explain
did. It took me a second.
it. Yeah. I saw parts of that. It was kind of a problem, because I went to my college's anime club, to watch it,
Mm.
and the room was so packed that I couldn't see the subtitles. People's heads were in the way.
Oh no, that won't help.
So, yeah, I was watching it without subtitles, and I did not know what the fuck was going on.
I think I had that on my to watch list, but I also heard something like the adaptation, like parts were adapted, or like parts were adapted out of order, or something weird about the adaptation,
Oh,
the
yeah?
anime adaptation. But I didn't look too deeply into it, so I don't know the specifics.
Huh. I didn't know it was even a manga before, but that's probably
I
typical.
think it's a light novel series.
Oh, light novel?
Same as Toradora is actually interesting because there's light novels that got adapted into anime, and then the manga was last. Usually doesn't work like that. The
Interesting.
Toradora manga is really good too, but it's still not finished after all these years. It's
The
been going
hell?
on for like almost 20 years now. They just release it so slowly. It's not like it's particularly long.
Yeah, I've always kind of been confused about how they have anime and manga. Like, do they just create two separate storylines for the same thing? Or is it largely the
No, no,
same?
no. Usually it's directly adapted. Sometimes there's like certain content that's specific to one or the other, but by and large, it's the same adaptations. It's like, they do it for movies from books, right? They usually largely the same.
Right, so there's more content in the manga.
Generally, yeah. Although some anime are pretty like one to one. Sometimes they
Okay.
go a lot of it like they'll direct or they'll adapt certain panels like exactly. The Toradora manga is interesting though because it was the other way around because it's the last one. So they kind of like it's still the same story, but then they kind of do their own thing with some of it. I think it excels particularly on visual comedy, where obviously the light novel can't, and then the anime
Right.
does to an extent. Like each medium, because I like Toradora in all three mediums, but each medium has their own strengths and weaknesses, so that makes them all worth experiencing.
Right.
Although the light novel definitely has the best story by far, but that's to be expected because it has, hundreds and hundreds of pages of full words they can use, and not just 24-minute episodes or volumes of manga.
Yeah, panels that have to be drawn.
Look, he's teaching you the useless teleport.
Oh, is that what that was? How
Yeah,
do
you
I
remember
use an
what I
ATM?
taught you last time about teleport alpha? How it's just better.
Yep, I'm gonna have to put that into practice.
Oh no, he wasn't teaching you teleport beta. He was giving you the monkey's love.
Okay. Do I want to buy? Do I want to heal? What?
I don't remember what the monkey's love does. Do you remember?
I have no idea, actually. I
Monkey's love. Oh yeah,
just...
you don't really use items in this game.
Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, I can get multi-bottle rockets. I need to get an ATM. I thought there was one in this area, kind of.
Well, that's interesting. It causes a monkey to appear and pin down the enemy, solidifying it for one turn. Its hit rate is luck over 80. It can be used an unlimited number of times.
I missed the first part of what you said. What does it actually do?
It solidifies an enemy for one turn.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. I don't really know when you'd use that though.
What's the closest ATM?
Uh,
I'm gonna go to
it's the
3.
guy. Oh yeah, you don't want to take out the. Wait. You can teleport back to this part, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
interesting. Like there's technically two deep darkness teleport points because you can teleport to deep darkness and it brings you back here, and then you can teleport to the Tenda village at the end, but it still brings you to deep darkness instead of inside the village. It takes you right outside there. So there's two
Yeah.
points in deep darkness where you arrive to via teleport.
It is kind of interesting. I wonder if they had to make an exception in the code for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, ATM. That's why I'm here. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Withdrawal. I can get so many bottle rockets with this.
Oh, that's what you're after. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a necessary piece for the rest of the game. Okay, can I really do this with minimal space? No. Okay, maybe not quite. Need a little bit more space.
I think you could have done it there, maybe.
Probably, if
You're
I
just
was
better.
down a little bit more. I feel like I was doing good circles.
Nah, if you're just better. Alright, that's pretty good.
It's always the wish. Thanks, man, I appreciate it. Okay, I'm just gonna sell off my big bottle rockets. Because I don't have any use for this. They sell for 69.
Nice.
Actually, that's not funny. Game's getting serious now.
No, it's not.
We're at the point in the game where Ness's innocence has been lost, so we have to act accordingly.
You could at least wait till after the tea scene. You didn't even drink coffee, did you?
In real life?
No, in Saturn Valley.
Hell no. Wait, where do you drink coffee? Oh, the pink thing. The pink thing. Yeah. No, I didn't do that.
And then you drink tea in Tenda Village.
I didn't do any of that shit. I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Guess so.
Okay, gold
You should beat the
bracelet.
game this week.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm expecting to beat the game this week, right in time for the Switch 2.
That's right. That comes out soon. What day is that?
Yeah. Not selling. It's the 6th, I believe, or the 5th, or something.
The 5th. The 6th is next Friday. Not this Friday, but the one after that.
Right. Yeah, I think it's that Friday.
Makes sense. Wow.
Huge fan of games coming out on Fridays instead of Sunday. Remember when it used to be Sunday?
No, but yes. But no. Was Animal Crossing New Leaf on a Sunday?
Probably.
That's like, for some reason, that's the game I remember getting on release, and I don't know why. Oh, I also got Pikmin 2 on Wii on release.
Oh, really? I was not getting games on release back then. Back in the Wii era.
Yeah.
I started with 3DS
Animal
games.
Crossing. Well, Pikmin 2 was a easy one to get on release because no one was buying it. And it was cheap.
Yeah.
It was $20, right? It released as a Nintendo Selects.
Oh, really? Oh, because
Yeah.
it was on GameCube, right? Originally?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But like even with the Wii port with the new controls and everything, it was already a Nintendo Selects. Let's see, what was June
That's
9th,
kinda
2013? What day was June 9th, 2013? Google. It was a Sunday, you're right. Yeah, so New Leaf was a Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Let
Yeah,
me
I
look at Pikmin
remember
2.
I got a lot of 3DS games on release, and I would get them on Sunday and then have school the next day. It was so fucking annoying.
Yeah, I feel that.
But Friday is hype because you get the whole weekend to play the game. Everybody feels good and happy on a Friday. Cut out your whole night
Pikmin
for
2
it.
is
Hang out
also
with some
Sunday.
friends. It's amazing.
So interesting.
Multi-ball rockets. So, yeah, I'm kind of draining my bank account for this. I'm gonna sell my fucking Great Charm. Why do I need that?
I thought money was no object.
Listen, man, certain events took place. Okay? I think, you know, like, maybe in some cases, you might not have enough money to buy everything, right? But you can just get it back, right?
Did you die at any point?
I died at multiple points.
Oh
I'll
no.
be honest.
Did you die? Did you die to the Kraken?
No. That's an easy
No.
bacon to win that.
Easy bacon.
Yeah. You just use the bacon.
What does that
to win
mean?
that.
The
Yeah.
bacon.
You use the little bacon pieces. It goes like all over the screen, and then he can't move for the whole fight.
Oh, paralyzed. It's weak to paralyze? I don't think I ever knew that.
Yeah, you paralyze him, he can't do shit. He gets unsolidified, but the fight's over at that point. At least when I fought him, he couldn't do anything.
I honestly don't think I've ever done that. Let's see what... Oh, he's not, like, exceptionally weak to it, but he's not weak to it either. It's
Yeah,
50%, the same as Flash and Brain Shock. And well, actually, Hypnosis is 10%. That's
50% is good odds though for a boss fight.
yeah.
You just need to do it a few times to have.
You could also kill it
almost
with
a
Flash.
chance. Oh, you can?
Yeah.
That I didn't know. Is this gonna kill? It'd be awesome if it did. Alright, Jeff. Like, that was just not cool, man. Am I underleveled? Is that what's going on here?
Hmm. Could be. Have you been avoiding enemies?
Not particularly. At least
Well,
I don't
probably not.
feel like I am. How do I revive? I still don't have the revival.
You don't
Alright.
carry a couple life noodles or secret herbs on you? I always buy secret herbs at the Saturn Valley store.
Oh, they have those?
And yeah, they do. I don't keep mummy wrap on because that's worthless.
Wait a minute. Oh no, I want to talk to the doctor. Oh my god, I don't care about business. Stop! Stop! Okay. Wait, what do you mean you don't feel it's necessary for us to talk? What? Which one of these fuckers can revive Jeff?
You need a real hospital.
Wait,
None
can
of
I
these are
talk
real
to
hospitals.
Can I talk to the businessman?
Or is one of them a real hospital?
He's a representative of the doctor. Oh, the joke is that it's like the doctor's lawyer. I've never used this before. I want to heal. You must talk to the doctor. If you must talk to the doctor,
Oh,
please,
no.
please talk to me first. You'll be in perfect health with just one treatment. The fee for one treatment is $500. Dude, money's no object. Until I run out.
Right.
What would you like to do? What? Let him pay? Or cash? Let him pay. What? This is crazy. I've never in my life done that, probably because it costs way more than using an actual hospital.
I mean, most people would have an item to revive if they die here.
I think also you can just teleport to Saturn Valley and revive for free.
Well, yeah, but that's kind of a pain.
A little bit. It was more of a pain than I was willing to go through. Okay.
You probably make all your money back in one encounter. What's this guy? A slimy little pile?
Yeah. Even
How much
slimier
money do you
little
make?
pile. That's what he's
Oh, never mind. You only make 124 bucks for... Oh, wait, no, that's the original slimy little pile.
Yeah. Even slimier is this one.
Right. Even slimier little pile.
Wait, did you see that?
Yeah, you make 579 bucks. What?
The U1 text was on the left instead of the center.
I did see that. That's weird.
Yeah. What the hell's going on?
Let me see if someone's ever mentioned that before. U1 text on the left, EarthBound.
It's a crazy specific thing.
Yeah, no one's ever mentioned this before.
Yeah, I mean,
You might
it's
be the
one
first
of
person to
those
ever document
things.
this.
It could just go unnoticed very easily. And what's the big deal when it happens, right? Not like anyone's gonna.
I wonder if
direct
it's
post.
on the original version of the game too, or if it's like an NSO only thing.
Yeah, it could be a bug based on the platform. But everything else seems very normal, so... so crazy at this point in the game that bosses are just not real.
No, the Master Beltry match is not much of a fight.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't even say that. I would go even further. It's not a fight at all.
Well, you do have to damage him.
Well, you use one multi-bottle rocket and the fight instantly ends, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, probably does enough.
I think so. So at least basically almost everything. If not that, then like that in one attack. I have to remember the way though. Ugh. Big pile of puke. But yeah, this is also the point in the game where you can just mash through encounters. You're supposed to be able to. But, I got killed immediately trying that. I definitely should have healed though. Paula should have way more PP than this.
Are you bad at EarthBound? Is that what I'm wondering?
What effect would it have to be good at EarthBound? The game
Well,
would
you'd
go
be good at
largely the
EarthBound
same.
for one.
I wouldn't gain anything in my life for being good at EarthBound.
Except for being good at EarthBound.
Yeah, but who's gonna be like, oh my god, he's so good at EarthBound? Who's ever gonna say that?
I'd say it if you were good at EarthBound, but you're not, so here we are.
Well, yeah, you have a good point. I should strive for that.
Whoa, is that a Vile Bloom?
A what?
A Vile Bloom.
No. There's not Pokemon in this game. You insane?
There's a Dragonite. You can tell me there's not a Vile Bloom?
There's a bag of Dragonite. That's different.
Right, it's in a bag. It's still a Dragonite.
Yeah, but that Vileplume is ginormous. It's not really consistent.
So they're small in the Pokeball, and then they're full size out the Pokeball, right? That's pretty consistent to me.
So you're saying that a bag has the same technological prowess as a Pokeball?
Well, how else would you fit a Dragonite in a bag? That's just common sense.
Giant fucking bag.
Well, how you carrying that around?
What fucking damage? Are you kidding me? Dude, Ness carries a lot of crazy shit. Also, Ness is dead. Isn't that terrible?
You mean Ness's dad?
No, Ness's dad would actually be hype and baller. Wouldn't be terrible at all. But, I don't really know what to do about all this. Can I eat a pizza? It's crazy you can play as Paula. Have I ever been in this situation in my life?
Probably.
I
It
thought...
happens anytime Ness is dead.
Yeah, I thought Ness dying just ended the run, though.
No, what is this, Persona?
Yeah, that's what I thought internally inside my head, that we were playing Persona 5.
No, man. You're right, though, that like every other character gets a solo section, and Paula is only playable if Ness is dead.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, man. I was like,
Ness is dead
solo section.
and in the party, and Paula's in the party. Because Ness could be dead in Moonside or wherever with just Jeff.
Yeah, well then you're royally fucked, because Jeff cannot do anything.
Yeah, no, that would be bad news bears.
Is this the way to go?
It's a bit of a maze, ain't it?
Right. It is. It's a maze.
If you're going right, you're going the wrong way.
We got it. Okay.
Oh wait, no, that is... I was totally lying to you just then.
We don't need to use any kind of fly honey, right? You just fucking You just kill
No, I
him.
don't think it does anything in this fight.
Multi-bottle.
What's he called again? Master Barf.
Master Barf, okay.
Master Barf.
Okay, yep. Yep, not a fight. Not a real fight. Doesn't exist.
Oh yeah, you get the Casey bat. Use that to get the Sword of Canes.
Yeah, I'm totally going for that.
Jar. You might get it by accident.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I was kind of imagining that. I didn't want to jinx it, but that would be
Well, I
sick
guess
if it happened.
too late now, huh?
Yeah, now even if it does happen, it's like, man, oh, he was looking for it anyway. It's way less cool. God. This is fucking stressing me out. The screen's flashing red like this. Nothing's happening. Maybe I should just finish the run with Paula as my lead, right? Wouldn't that be cool? New challenge run.
You could. I don't think it's like that hard. Well, I don't know. It's pretty hard, obviously. But you have PSI, you have ball of rockets, you have healing with poo. Like you have everything you need. Ness kind of doesn't do anything unique other than rock and flash. But like like Ness is really good at everything, but he doesn't do anything unique. So
yeah,
you can beat the game without him.
He's an all-rounder. He's the rock of the team. But yeah, there's nothing that you need him for.
Master Barf is immune to the jar of fly honey, by the way.
By immune, you mean it just does nothing on him?
Correct.
Yeah. You don't need it.
It is completely worthless. Fly honey is so gross. Just in concept. Yeah. Like gross.
Why is that
I don't want honey from flies.
What
gross.
About from, I mean, it's the same as from bees, isn't it?
No, bees are pure creatures that live for honey. Bees don't eat crap. Flies do.
You sure about that?
I'm not 100% sure on that, to be honest, but I'm gonna live my life assuming that's the case because it makes my life better.
Bees do seem to be the more pristine creature. It seems like they're respectable.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, flies are the bottom feeders.
There's always a big old bumblebee by my window every summer, every year, and it makes me wonder how long bumblebees live for. I can look this up right now.
You think it's the same one? I feel like they don't live.
Well, I mean, it'd be weird if it's different ones, right? Bumblebees have a 4-week average lifespan.
Yeah, I don't think.
I think it's a different one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why the sudden change of opinion?
So they just... It's always just one, though. It's not like it's a bunch of bumblebees by my window. It's always just one bumblebee hanging out. I wonder where the colony lives.
Could live inside your roof shingles. Ever think about that?
I don't think it's that close, though. You probably see more than one.
I don't know. There was one time I had a mouse infestation at my last place, and I only ever saw one mouse. But there had to have been multiple.
I guess so.
Yeah, I think
we had ants earlier this season, but traps are so effective, like scarily effective.
For ants?
Yeah. There's just like one specific ant trap. You just put it down, and they take all the stuff and they bring it back to their colony, and you never see another ant again as long as you live.
Oh, is that how it works?
Well, that's how these ones work, and I guess that's why they're so effective. Like it's a blue substance, and it attracts them from the scent or whatever, but it doesn't kill them right away. They nom it all up, but then they take it back to the colony too. That's what they do, right? They find food and take it
Yeah.
back,
That's
and then it
actually
kills all
crazy.
the babies and stuff.
That's actually fucking terrifying.
Yeah, it works super well. Like we had a ton of ants, like just like maybe a month ago, and now I haven't seen an ant since then.
Is it the trap that has like the holes in the sides and there's like a powder or some shit in it?
Yeah, I think it's more like a gel, but I haven't touched it
Okay.
really.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Why not? You didn't taste test it?
no, I didn't. I think it's not the sponsor. I think it's Raid. That makes it.
Oh, Raid Shadow Legends. You know, I actually
Yeah,
love that game. Personally, I make
yeah, it is.
Celia.
It is Raid.
I don't know if
It's
Celia's
called
Raid. Probably not.
Liquid Ant Baits.
So it's liquid.
Yeah, I guess is it gel or liquid? I
Um,
sent you an image of what I use.
no, I think gel is in like the plasma territory, right?
Oh God.
Protoplasm. No, plasma's like fire. What the fuck am I talking about? It's kind of like, yeah, it's between a solid and a liquid, isn't it?
Is gel a solid or a liquid?
It's a
A
semi-solid.
gel is a liquid that is rendered solid by a more or less rigid but disordered network of microscopic particles. This is from science.org. Um, let's see what r/no stupid question says. The words solid and liquid don't necessarily cleanly apply to things that have a complex molecular structure. So the answer is that it's complicated.
Okay. Interesting.
A gel has liquid and solid characteristics.
It's a scientific marvel, really, when you think about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, not plasma. I was thinking of protoplasm, but even that is,
Of the worthless kind.
yeah, basically. I think that's why it was in my mind. But it seems like protoplasm is like a cellular thing. I was just picturing a squishy little guy. Okay, where the fuck do I go? I have to go to Winters. How do I
Well, you
get...
need overcoming shyness from the library and. Oh, right, yeah, in Stonehenge.
Yeah, but I don't... Yeah, because I don't know it's in the library. I have to save Apple Kid. But
Right.
I need to get the eraser. Right?
Correct.
Where does that happen?
You
There
don't
was a
have the
call
eraser.
from Orange
Oh, yeah,
Kid.
from. Oh, yeah, from Apple Kid.
No, but Orange Kid just
Calls
called.
as they are leaving Tenda Village for the first time.
Yes.
When the party goes to the lab. Yeah, so then you need to go to Dr. Anderson's lab. So you gotta
Okay.
teleport to Winters and work your way down.
Are you fucking kidding me?
But you could do those other sanctuaries if you want. You probably want to get them out of the way. It makes Stonehenge a little easier.
Yeah, probably a good point there.
You get some equipment for poo as well.
Let's do Playground of Doom. Why not? Or actually, can I do that right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely
Yeah.
do that right
Because
now.
I try to go there, right, and then I need to get the banana signed, and then I get in. Is that what it is?
Ooh.
Am I speaking nonsense? Does this make sense?
I know what you're saying. I know you need to get the banana signed. I just can't remember the order of things to do. Things and things.
Yeah, I think I have to try to go in.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to
We'll
figure out.
start there. This game was made for children 30 years ago.
And came packaged with the player's guide.
Yeah, you keep mentioning that. I guess it's true, huh?
This is true.
There's a new singer named Venus. Can you bring me an autograph on an eraser?
There you go. An eraser. You're not getting something that good. An
You don't
eraser
even
would
know that
last.
yet.
A
You don't think
banana
a
peel
banana
will
peel
go
would
rotten.
last?
No.
You know, there was one time in college that I submitted something on a banana peel.
What?
Yeah, this professor was like, okay, I want everybody to write a function that does this. And he didn't give out paper, and I didn't have paper, and I had a banana with me, so I wrote it on a banana and then passed the banana to the front.
That's gross.
I think it was the right answer. It wasn't an eaten banana, so it wasn't actually just the peel.
Oh, that's a waste of a banana.
Well, I got it back at the end of class, because he did not accept it with the rest of the papers, and also didn't grade it. I thought he was going to grade it.
Have you thought about what you're gonna play after Earthbound since you're gonna finish it this week?
Mario Kart World, probably, right?
Right, duh, that's right, because I switched to. Wait.
Well, no, there's a week
No.
between.
Yeah, you have 3 days of streaming to do.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
So I've got to make this game last 6 more streams.
No, you just need to do something either short or something that doesn't end. You know, like Smash type.
Yeah, I was thinking I
But
get
probably
a
not
few
Smash.
streams in of Mario Kart. The final days.
8?
Yeah.
I'll play 8 with you.
Yeah, we can play 8 together.
That'll be fun. Because we're probably never gonna play 8 together again after that. Even though I probably won't have tour for quite a while. Or World, that is.
Yeah, well, it's the last time I'll be playing 8 with you. I'll say that. We
It'll
gotta
take me
give
a while to get
our
8 too.
warm goodbye to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
We've been playing Mario Kart 8 together for over a decade.
It's true. Since the game came out.
That's crazy.
A little bit.
It'll be fun when we both have World though, and then we'll be able to do that photo mode together, right? We could take pictures.
Forgot that was even a thing.
Yeah, you're supposed to like explore the overworld with your friends and play with the built-in Switch camera and microphone. And be like, hey,
Yeah.
how's it going?
Is the microphone
Dude,
built
Squeaks
in?
did such a funny bit. Yeah, there's a built-in mic. It's like the DS.
Okay, I thought that you had to buy that shit separately. Oh, is that the webcam?
Yeah, the webcam's separate.
I see. I see. But you can use an external mic if you want to.
Probably, yeah. You can even use. Did you know the Switch 1 is compatible with a mouse and keyboard?
Officially?
Officially. You can
They
plug
sell
in
them?
a mouse and keyboard on the. No, they don't have like Nintendo versions. You can just use your own PC's mouse and keyboard, plug it into the USB slots, and it works on the Switch. There's just extremely few games that support it.
But the menus support it?
I don't know if the menus support it. All I know is that one of like a dozen games that support it is Undertale.
I mean, that's a good one to support it, right? That's how a lot of
It
people
makes
played the
sense.
game.
But I wonder if a lot more will support it on Switch 2 because of the mouse functionality of the Joy-Cons.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
maybe
you
you could play
think.
Metroid Prime with keyboard and mouse. That'd be kind of epic.
That would be kind of sick, wouldn't it? The game's notorious for having weird-ass controls.
Hmm. I wonder how many people are going to play with the mouse controls, like the Joy-Con mouse controls, on Prime 4.
I don't know. I'm
It might be
wondering how it's
better.
gonna feel.
Yeah, it's hard to say until you get your hands on it, right?
Yeah. I have some trust and faith that it'll feel pretty good. But Joy-Cons are also so shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to say, it's Nintendo, you trust them, but sometimes they do mess
Yeah.
up on the controls. Skyward Sword was a little awkward sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it didn't work, it was a little finicky.
Yeah, that
Oh,
Wiimote
dude, that's why
Plus.
I really enjoyed the HD version for that. It felt so much better to play.
Is that on Switch?
Yeah, it's on Switch, and then you can
Okay.
control the sword with a control stick, and it just feels great.
So awesome. Yeah, if I replay Skyward Sword, I think I'm probably doing that. But who knows? Maybe I'm in the pocket for the Wii version. So cool.
I mean, you can still do motion controls on the Switch version as well. Although I don't know how Switch motion controls compare to Wii Motion Plus.
I feel like they're better. I feel like they
You think
have
so?
to be.
I honestly have no idea if it's
I
like
don't know.
more accurate or not.
I feel like the gyroscope seems pretty accurate in Joy-Cons, honestly. I remember playing 1-2 Switch, and there were some Joy-Con gyro-based games, and they felt like they were pretty impressively accurate, given the Joy-Con is a shitty piece of plastic.
I've never played 1-2 Switch.
It's an alright game.
It's definitely a game you need friends to play with, or family.
Yeah, that's the only situation where it's fun. It's not really a game that you grind.
Like Wii Sports, you can play alone and have fun. Same with Wii Play. You never played Wii Play, right? We talked about this.
Yeah, I never played that game.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I had Wii Party. I think that was a game.
That was a game. I never played that, but it didn't look very good.
Yeah, I think it was trash.
Might as well just play Mario Party. Wait, you played Wii Party and not Mario Party?
Well, I had played Mario
That's
Party at
disgusting.
that point, but I never owned Mario Party.
Right. You gotta play the old school Mario Parties. 3 especially. I would love to play through every board of 3 with you. That'd be so much fun.
I thought 2 was the one people liked a lot.
3's the best one.
Yeah? Is that definitive?
That's definitive for sure. Everyone with an opinion that you trust says 3's the best one.
Well, what does Coney think? He has good opinions, right?
I don't actually know. Which is weird because he did that whole Mario Party thing. I don't know which one's his favorite.
Yeah, how many freaking Mario Parties are there at this point?
13 mainline ones plus some handheld ones. Like 4 handheld ones, I think.
Jeez.
GBA, DS, 2 and the 3DS or something like that.
We waited this goddamn long for a Mario Kart? Are you kidding me?
No, right?
Probably a lot less work to make Mario Party, though, honestly.
Oh, for sure, a lot less work.
Maybe a little bit less work. I can kind of see it.
Wait, what the heck?
What?
I just searched up best Mario Party games of all time, and the Nintendo Life article came up, says best Mario Party games of all time. And they have 19 to 1. 19? I don't know how there's that many. Oh wait, that was... No, yeah, so there must be more handheld ones than I thought. Anyway, they said number 19 is Jamboree, the newest one. That seems crazy.
What, that
The newest one is the worst one?
I thought people loved Jamboree.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't seem right. And then 18's the top 100, which I know sucked on the 3DS. Didn't even have any boards. It just had 100 minigames.
Are you sure it's not a descending order or ascending order list? The other
No,
way
there's no way for those two next to each other like that to make sense in any order. Well, what's number 1?
That's true.
I'm not gonna say what number 1 is because you'll be.
It's Mario Party 2, isn't it?
It's Mario Party 2, and then number 2 is Mario Party 3.
Okay.
Wait, they have. Oh, never mind. Okay, so Jamboree is number 3. Jamboree Switch 2 edition is number 19. That's not even out yet.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I guess that would make it pretty bad, right?
Like, yeah,
You can't even
unplayable.
play it
Literally
yet.
unplayable. Okay, what does r/Mario Party say? r/Mario Party says 6, 3, 2.
What? That
6.
dances.
Hold on, what one is 6? I've never played 6. I can tell you that for
6
sure.
is not even part of the conversation.
But like, what was 6's gimmick?
I don't even.
6 had the night and day
I've heard
gimmick.
anything about 6.
That's so lame. Oh, 6 had the microphone gimmick. Had the microphone games with the GameCube microphone attachment.
Oh, it was on like GameCube.
There's a lot. 4, 5, 6, and 7 were all on the GameCube, and 8 was developed for the GameCube and then ported to the Wii before it came out. It like made a jump. They were pumping them out on GameCube, man. Well, I think Mario Party was a yearly series from 1 through 7. Maybe even 8. Let me see here. Mario Party series.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I feel like I've always lost track of like, I don't know, people would be talking about Mario Party, like a new one came out, and I'm like, wasn't there just a fucking new one like months ago? That's probably the case.
Okay, so from 1, they skipped 2001 and 2006 before going on a real hiatus between 8 and 9. So it was almost yearly.
It's like Pokemon.
Oh, well, Pokemon's different because Pokemon has third versions. They kind of cheat.
Yeah, that's true. And they're also not exactly...
Although, you know what? Here's the thing. The secret. Mario Party 2 is pretty much the third version of Mario Party 1. Half of the minigames are from Mario Party 1.
Oh, yeah. So it's like Gold and Silver. It's the Gold and Silver.
Yeah, it's like Gold and Silver. But then in 3, all of the minigames are original. So that's why 3 is so much better. That's not why 3 is so much better. 3 is just better. 3 is just better in every way.
Carrot key. So interesting. I can't tell the color, can I? Actually, so sad. Yeah, I mean, it seems like people kind of want reuse of content in Mario Party, though.
Well, nowadays, people want the reuse of the good old stuff from the N64. You know, that's all on the N64. Like Superstars is all N64 content, and Jamboree, the boards are from the N64 as well. The old boards, they also have new boards than Jamboree. They mixed it.
Dude, honestly,
like all the old content they reused.
In the N64 era, everything, I feel like games were so
everything was peak.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, they just made good games back then.
What was different though? Why were things different?
I don't know. Maybe the hardware forced them to be more creative.
Could be, yeah, because they had to make the games kind of condensed and snappy, right?
Yeah, that helped.
But I don't know, because like Mario 64 feels like that game has a good amount of content, you know?
Sorta. I mean, you know, you'd pay AAA price for it, and the game is like, you know, even casually, you can 100% in a day.
Yeah, that's true. Just like a lot of different levels in that game.
Yeah, that's true.
Even if it doesn't take
in terms of geometry, you know, the levels are kind of small. Like Odyssey probably has more space to run around in.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't think Odyssey's design is as good as 64's.
Yeah, definitely not, in my opinion.
And Odyssey, like
the smaller worlds.
has hundreds of moons, but a lot of them are like the same moon over and over kind of thing. Like there's scarecrow challenges and...
Yeah, right, the scarecrow challenges and... There are a bunch of gimmicks that I'm not thinking of because I haven't played that game in way too long.
Yeah, I only played it like in 2017 and then never again.
Really? I think I did at least
No, actually 2018.
Of that game.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I like beat it and then I played it for maybe a couple hours after beating it and then I stopped. Like I never really delved into it that deep. I just didn't like it that much.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I feel like I didn't like it that much in some sense, but it was just so fun to move around that I kind of just played it.
See, I didn't think it was that fun to move around. That's the thing.
Really?
I was kind of disappointed on that front.
That's kind of insane. That's like the one thing everybody agrees on.
Yeah, but except the thing about it is I don't.
Proof by contradiction, I suppose. Not everyone agrees on it. Wow, that's wild. I thought that you had a positive opinion on Odyssey in general.
I don't dislike Odyssey. I thought it was fun. I don't like regret playing it.
Yeah. I mean, you probably feel similarly as I did with, like, Breath of the Wild. Because I
Yeah,
don't
it makes
regret
sense.
playing that game. I had a decent amount of fun playing it, but... I mean, I might even replay it at some point. But
You better
I'm
not.
telling people it's the best game I've ever played.
Just play TOTK, and it's like replaying Breath of the Wild.
I would play TOTK instead, just out of, like, I spent $70 on this game, I should beat it. But I don't think I'm gonna enjoy it very much. Dude, I don't know what the fuck is happening here. Let's just, go to Saturn Valley so I can heal. Dude, oh. Oh! Life flashed before my eyes.
Why? Was it because it closed with the teleport?
Yeah,
Oh
I was
wow,
going
you kind of went
yeah.
all over there.
I was using the Joy-Con D-pad, which is, like, not really a D-pad.
Oh no, no, it's not a
So,
D-pad. It's
yeah.
more like the
Going in
C
circles
buttons on
is
an
not
N64
working.
controller.
Yeah, not real. Okay, let's, oh, I should heal along here. Probably don't need it, but I'm just gonna do it. Not worth checking the status menu. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like Odyssey, maybe I had a similar... So, I feel like Sticker Star is a way worse example of this. Of just kind of playing a game, almost for, like, wanting to like it. But I think with Odyssey, at least, it was just, like, fun enough to move around where it's like, I'll just, like, do this and then also be playing the game over and over. But it's weird for how much I played Odyssey that I feel like I also didn't like it that much. But I still think it's a good game.
That's the type of person you are, isn't it? Though you're the type of person to play a game over and over. Yeah.
Yeah, even if I don't love it as much.
You did that with Xenoblade. Did that with Mother 3.
Yeah, but I
Apparently with
love those
Sticker Star, which
games.
is crazy.
Yeah, Sticker Star, I don't know. I just wanted to like that game so much.
So bad.
So it's kind of a questionable game. I'd be curious to replay it now, just to see, like, how bad is it really?
I watched a video on it recently that sort of reaffirmed just how bad it is. And it wasn't like a this is how bad Sticker Star is kind of video.
Yeah.
It was well, is it like was it how many battles are required in Sticker Star or something like that?
Huh.
Because you know the thing about Sticker Star is battles are worthless.
Right.
So I think they set out to see like how many battles do you actually have to do.
It's an interesting concept.
Yeah.
Well, what was the
Let me see.
conclusion? Spoilers.
That's what, how many battles do you need to beat Sticker Star? Let me just see if that was the video I watched. Yeah, beating the worst Paper Mario game by not playing it is what I watched. By Don Schnack. Has 554,000 views 11 months ago.
I feel like I must have seen that in my recommended at some point. It sounds familiar. But I don't know why I wouldn't have watched it. How long is it?
It's an hour long.
Okay, maybe that's why. Maybe it's on my watch later somewhere. That playlist
Yeah.
has gotten kind of long. Oh,
God,
freezing
kind of
Mega.
long. I just think about Mio when I hear that phrase.
What?
I can't say any more than that.
Okay. Fair. Xenoblade spoilers are some of the scariest of all time. Like, that game gains so much by not knowing what's gonna happen next.
Oh, for sure, dude. Which is funny, considering how many times I've rewatched the cutscenes from the whole trilogy.
Yeah, right? Actually a magical experience playing through it the first time. That was such it was such a crazy like week of my life when Xenoblade 3 came out. For whatever reason, all three of my or actually was it 4 at the time? All 4 of my roommates were not in the apartment. They were like all traveling or going home or doing something. It was middle of
Yeah, I mean, it was
summer.
summer, right?
Yeah, so I had the whole house to myself for like a week, and I was just playing Xenoblade 3 all day, every day. And it was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
It's also fucking hot, and I didn't know how my AC unit worked.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it was bad, because I have one of those ones that is on wheels, but you wire a tube into the window to expel all of the hot air. Didn't realize that bit, so I turned it on, and it was
Oh,
just,
dude, come on.
it was pushing hotter air into the room.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, this thing fucking sucks.
Dude, there's this YouTube channel I got into recently called Technological Connections. He talks all about ACs. He loves ACs.
Yeah. Did
So
it
I've
talk
learned a lot
about
about
how
ACs in that sense.
the wheel AC units are apparently super inefficient in terms of energy
Yeah,
and cooling? Yep.
he doesn't like the wheel ones.
Yeah. And I found that out recently. Oh, that's the only one I have.
He also, I watched a video about dehumidifiers by him, where he explained how they don't really help,
Fuck.
like, keep a room. Like, dehumidifiers generate a lot of heat. So using them in the summer doesn't really help your comfort that much because of how much heat they generate. You know, a lot of people, like, put them on a hot, humid day. But it doesn't really help with
Right.
that. It just helps. Like you put them in a room, like a garage or something, to keep things dry. That have to be kept dry, or like a basement to help prevent mold, kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely good in a basement.
But don't really help with comfort on a hot day when it's hot and humid because of how much heat it generates.
Well, what if you run a dehumidifier and an AC?
That sounds really expensive.
Yeah, well, you'd only be doing it for like a few months.
Sounds absurdly expensive.
You can't get a second Franklin badge, right?
No.
Well, you could. Dude, I'm just not even gonna fucking heal too. He'll catch up.
You'll mustard.
Yeah, he'll relish
I'm
for
sorry.
this moment together. Don't be sorry, that was a good joke. I'd fist bump
No, it
you over
wasn't.
here in real life.
I'd be offended by the fist bump.
No, it's not a pity fist bump. It's real, I'm being really honest.
Now that's a squeak spit.
Yeah.
Oh, I never finished that.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
He was doing a bit on stream where before getting into a call with some other streamers he was collabing with, he watched the Nintendo Switch 2 direct bits, like where they're showing off the camera, and was trying to imitate their way of speaking because it's so unnatural.
Yeah.
He just joins the call and starts talking like that. Like, hey guys, I can't wait to play some Super Mario Kart with you, or whatever it was. It's really funny. That guy's a
Well, how
funny
did they
guy.
react?
They thought like he was like a sponsored stream or something.
Yeah.
Is he like he's doing a sponsor bit? I don't remember exactly. I just remember that the bit itself was funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if someone joined a call and started doing that, that would be the first thing I would think of. Is like, are you in a commercial right now? Seems like a pretty solvable bit for those involved. Damn, green circle. I am the goat. Almost cleaned up. It was actually really close. I could have done that in one turn. I've got to get the Cloak of Kings while I'm here. I believe this is it right here. Or the Bracer of Kings, whatever the fuck it is. Yep. Wow. Clocked! I believe the Cloak of Kings is in the underworld.
Correct.
Oh,
The
Poe has
overworld of the
Overhead
underworld.
Hills. Yeah. Such a crazy area.
Yeah, seriously. You know, a lot of games were big on that kind of thing. Mario 3 did it. Mario Galaxy 2 did it.
Where did Mario 3? Oh, just making enemies big? They do that in Mario
Yeah,
3?
making everything big. Yeah, in like World 3 or something.
I don't even remember that
Like
game
giant
that
enemies and
much.
giant question blocks. Oh yeah, Mario 64 did it.
Yeah, Tiny Huge Island.
What else did it?
Pokemon anime did it.
That don't count.
That counts. It's real. Canon.
Nothing's canon in the anime. The anime is crazy.
Honestly, yeah. There's some insane shit. There was a panel at PAX about the Pokemon anime and just the insane shit in it. Something about Togepi being fucking evil and insane, and then James knowing how to drive a spaceship. And also James having massive tits in that one episode.
Oh yeah, that was like really early on.
Kind of a crazy idea. I don't know what the explanation was for that.
Well, what's really crazy? Yeah, I think so.
It was actually.
It's the episode where Ash cut all 30 of his Tauros. Was never aired in English, I don't think, because of the guns.
Didn't they replace
So like,
the guns with something? They just never aired it?
no, they never aired the episode, I don't think. So like Ash getting all his Tauros is just like a Japanese only thing, and everyone else is like, oh, I guess he has 30 Tauros now.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's kind of crazy. I think I
Yeah.
missed an episode.
And he used the Tauros in like future episodes. Use it in Hoenn.
He uses all 30 of them?
No, he just uses one. I don't know if he's just the same one every time, or if he just picks it at random.
That's kind of suboptimal.
Yeah, he fought Annabelle with Tauros.
Oh, the Battle Tower girl?
Yeah, the Battle Tower girl.
I
Becomes
love
a
the
really...
Battle Frontier brains. I think they're epic.
I don't remember anyone else except for Annabelle.
You don't remember Pike Queen Lucy? Or,
no.
Pyramid King Brandon?
I mean, I never did the Hoenn Battle Frontier. I only did the Sinnoh Battle Frontier.
Yeah, was the Sinnoh Battle Frontier good? I know people like it.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. It had some fun stuff. I think it's like a little easier to grasp than the Hoenn one, maybe.
Probably. I mean, the physical special split makes Pokemon a lot better.
And the Sinnoh one has the Caitlyn from the Unova Elite Four.
Right, that was kind of crazy to find out because I never played the Gen
Yeah.
4 Battle Frontier. So hearing that was
So
the
you had sort of
case
an
was
opposite experience
wild.
there, huh?
Yeah, no, I knew her from Gen 5, and I was like, wait, what?
Annabelle in Pokemon Masters has the same voice actress as Lucina does nowadays.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Which is pretty neat.
Dude, PK Thunder just hit. Isn't that wild?
That's well, you should. If only that was on recording.
There'll be never any record of this. Okay.
Stonehenge. Wow, you're almost there. You know, it's time to see the truth if you get the
Mm-hmm. I'd have to be the luckiest person
Florida
of all
Canes or not.
time. You know that's not true.
You do the KC bat farming method for it, right? When you go for it.
I try to. I feel like it usually takes a bit before it actually does anything.
What?
Yeah, I feel like I'm usually just 200 leveled or something.
That's crazy. I've never not had the KC bat method work right away.
Yeah.
Maybe you are underleveled.
I just go through this game too fast, too much skill. That's all.
Maybe you're just too bad.
Huh?
So maybe you're just too bad at EarthBound.
How's that? Sorry. Oh, I think my audio is cutting out. Oh,
Did I never do Annabelle for my daily faves? Oh my god. I should do her too.
Annabelle's super cool.
Well, especially in Sun and Moon.
I barely even remember what she's like in Sun and Moon.
She and Looker had a little story together.
You know what Looker's name is in Japanese?
Oh, I know Looker is called that because of his looks, not because he's searching. And the Japanese
Right.
name is something along those lines too.
Yeah. I found this
Oh,
out
I can't
recently. I
remember that.
feel like I knew it at some point years ago, but I forgot about it.
Let me think. It's not just something like super blunt, like handsome, is it?
It is. That's literally it.
Is it? Okay. That's so funny.
Yeah, I think that was also at the Pokemon anime panel. They were like, Looker's Japanese name is Handsome. And I was like, oh my god, that's so fucking funny. Because I also just thought Looker he was looking for something. As
Oh
probably
yeah, for
everybody
sure.
did.
Yeah, everyone did.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's funny.
But yeah, no, the Japanese names of shit in Pokemon is so lazy. It's like one thing the English version has going for it. One thing. It's because it's not box art. The Japanese text, they always make it look way fucking cooler.
Well, they switched it to the international version at some point, didn't they?
What do you mean?
The Japanese logos used to be like super distinct, and then they switched it
Yeah.
to the Japanese version. Or to the international version, I mean.
Yeah, I guess I haven't really seen Pokemon box art.
Let me see
Gen
when they
5.
switched.
It must have
They
been after Gen 5.
switched. Yeah, they switched with Sun and Moon.
With Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
Oh.
They do the. Oh, well, no, never mind. It was Sword and Shield.
That late? What the hell?
Yeah, it was Sword and Shield that they switched it. My bad.
So the box looks the same everywhere?
Well, I don't know about the box, but the logo. They switched to the yellow and blue Pokemon logo, but written in katakana still, but the color scheme. Because in the original, like the word Pokemon was always stylized differently for each and every game. You know, it'd be like blue for X and red for Y, or gold for Sun and light blue for Moon or whatever.
Sure.
But now, starting in Sword and Shield, it's the same yellow and blue logo that the English version has been using since Gen 1, and it uses for every single game.
It's actually really sad. I never really thought too hard about it, about why it was the case. But yeah, they did always stylize it.
It's not that we didn't get stylized logos too. Although it took a while. Like, Heart Gold and Soul Silver were the first time English ever had stylized logos. But then after that, they were all sort of stylized. But the Pokemon, the word Pokemon was always the same.
Right. Because what I think of, usually the first thing I think of in this conversation is the Black and White 2 logo. I feel like it's way more dynamic in the Japanese version. Like, it just looks so cool.
Yeah, I mean that's only because of the word Pokemon looking different though. Yeah, this image really illustrates everything I was just saying to a T. Like you can see Heart Gold Soul Silver is where it was first stylized. And then you can see the Sword and Shield switch to the international logo.
Let's show this shit on stream. How the fuck do I open it? I don't see the open image button that's usually
Oh yeah,
there on
they
Discord.
changed it. It's on the top right.
Browser.
Yeah. It was a stupid update.
Yeah, kind of fucking cringe. Okay. Let's see. I've gotta have a faster way of doing this, man.
Yeah, you always take ages.
Things on stream. Yeah. Okay, well here it is. This is actually crazy. Yeah, like, I don't know. I think it's something about maybe the Japanese style of writing that they can just make it look way more dynamic.
They do a different angle thing with the Gen 6 games. It's kind of neat.
Yeah, it's fucking dope. Like, I think the Gen 5 ones, I think that was just, since it was my first exposure to it, I was like, this looks way fucking cooler in Japanese. Yeah, they fully stylize it. They don't make Pokemon the same yellow and blue every time.
Yeah.
That's the main thing, yeah.
But now they do.
Yeah, but I don't know, even though they do, the Japanese text still looks cooler. Maybe I'm a weeb. Call me a weeb, whatever.
Yeah, I think you are a weeb. Toradora might be my favorite show, but you're a weeb.
Dude, I just love anime so much. I watch so much anime, and I love Japanese food and Japanese movies. I love
Japanese food is really
Studio
good.
Ghibli.
You don't gotta be a weeb to love Japanese food.
I do
That's just good
Japanese food. It's really good food. I'll give them that.
food. Just that though. Anyway, back to Mother 2.
No, this is EarthBound. American.
Yeah. Eagle Land. Caw.
Yep. We're literally in America right now.
It is the most American JRPG, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. You use frying pans just like Americans do.
You mean fry pan?
Where the fuck is the professor?
Trapped in Stonehenge.
Oh, that sucks. I should save him. Eraser.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, it's getting to be that time. Once the clock strikes 12, I'm hitting the hay for the night.
You finish your shake?
Hell no. Down to the last cup, though. I've been kind of irresponsible about it this weekend because it was Anime Boston, so I was doing that.
Oh, how was that?
Every day.
You didn't go viral.
Yeah, dude, I missed the boat this time.
What a shame.
No. It's actually crazy because I didn't really get anyone noticing the Joda Cock hoodie too much. I feel like a couple times. Actually, I feel like the times when people commented on it, I kind of had to, like, draw attention to it in some sense. Because I would just get in conversations with people about Yaoi, and they wouldn't notice that I was wearing the shirt, and I'd be like, oh, do you know these characters?
Just casually talking about yaoi.
Yeah, it comes
You know,
up in
everyday
conversation.
conversations.
Yeah. But yeah, I had it double layered, so
It's so funny.
I
I still
I
can't believe that I saw that tweet
independent of
naturally.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and not having a clue that it was you. It's like, how crazy is that?
Yeah. And
Because that's
I
an experience
messaged.
very few people can have. Is
Yeah.
someone who knows you
Dude,
and
it was
see that
actually
tweet.
crazy because like people I knew from school were also seeing the tweet and they were like, I literally know this guy.
Well, I didn't recognize you, which is
Yeah.
funny.
No, they're like, it's definitely him. And you can see, if you zoom into the picture, you can see my badge, like, angularly sideways. You can see my name on it.
Uh,
So some people were able to confirm it was me. I was seeing detective work because people were, like, blowing up Discords I was in before I woke up. And they were like, is this him? And they're like, if you look at the badge, you can see his name. It's him, all right.
I bookmarked the tweet, but I've bookmarked so many more tweets since then that it's kind of worthless that I bookmarked it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like you could find it with this many bookmarks.
Sucks that Twitter is becoming unusable now.
Oh, it's totally unusable. I don't really use it.
It's sad. All the fun memories on that website. They're all gonna be lost to time. But yeah, since I have 4 different versions of that shirt slash hoodie, I came with it double layered to Anime Boston so that when I had the initial like, oh, do you know these guys on my shirt, I could lift it up to reveal the same shirt and be like, what about
I mean,
these
yeah, that's just
guys?
peak.
One of my few good jokes from the weekend.
Oh, you had more, huh?
Had more attempts.
Oh, here I found it. 22,000 likes.
That's crazy. Yeah, I was super worried when that happened. I was kind of panicking a little bit because I'm like, I'm definitely not the only one who owns this hoodie. So any old guy could just wear it and be like, yeah, that's me from the tweet. So I was like, fuck. I'm not in the picture. What am I gonna do? But I responded to the tweet and then they shouted me out. Crisis averted.
That's me, lol. Thanks for the shout out. Laugh, pray.
It was a different time.
It was less than 2 years ago.
I would say exactly the same thing for today. Shows how much I've changed over the years.
You're very emoticon happy, which isn't a bad thing. It's just funny.
Yeah, I think it's really useful because I feel like I've gotten into a lot of misunderstandings in the past about like missing the tone over text.
Oh, sure, for sure.
And since I've started using the emojis, it hasn't happened.
Right, emoji. I was trying to think of that word. I can only think of emoticon.
Yeah,
Kind of old school.
emoticon feels like such a Skype thing, yeah.
Well, I was watching an anime this weekend. And this is a weeb anime. I was a little like, this is a little much, you know?
What was it?
It's called Lucky Star. Have you ever heard of it?
Oh, I have. I don't know why, but I have.
Well, it's a very iconic anime, but it's very weeb, a little too weeb.
Yeah,
But it was
describe
funny for the
weeb.
most part.
Please elaborate.
Well, it's a show about anime culture. It's a slice of life comedy show where the main character is a weeb, and a lot of the jokes in the show are references to anime and games.
Okay.
So it's like self-aware, right?
Mhm.
So that makes it better. And there's one character I really liked who sort of was fed up with all that all the time and made fun of it.
Mhm.
So that was fun too. Um, but sometimes it was still a bit much either way. Something like I didn't love the art, and some of the characters were kind of really annoying. Like no matter how self-aware you are, sometimes it's still annoying.
Sorry, I just got diamond eyes. I can't ignore it.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, but the thing is, they used the word emoticon in that show. I don't think emojis were even a thing yet, and so that's why it's on my
Yeah.
mind. That and the term weeb wasn't a thing yet. But the term otaku, they throw otaku all the time. I don't think otaku is ever used anymore.
Yeah, it's
Everyone's
really
just weeb,
not.
right? No one's
Yeah.
an otaku.
Oh, it was actually funny because I went to a liquor store over the weekend, and the guy working there was like, he actually used the word otaku. He was like, "Nobody told me it
Really?
was anime weekend. I'm a massive
Oh,
otaku."
oh, how old is he? He must be in his 30s, right?
He probably was. By the looks of him, yeah. And when he used that word, I was like, this guy is not active in the scene.
No. Yeah, like otaku was thrown out all the time in that show.
Yeah. I remember when I first heard the term otaku, I was told by people that it was misused because if you use it, you have to be like a mega fan.
Mm.
So I was like, I'll just never use it at all because I'm gonna get yelled at by people for being inaccurate. And then it just faded out of usage at all. Maybe that's why. Maybe people
Yeah, no,
kept it.
everyone's just a weeb now. Well, how old is
Yeah.
weeb? How old is the word weeb?
What does it even come
Weeboo,
from?
early 2000s. Shortened version of weeb, early 2010s. That makes sense. A nonsense word, apparently. Started on 4chan.
Uh, it makes me think it's subtly racist somehow.
So it must be similar to like oh, what's that word that people use for Banjo-Kazooie type characters? Brimblow, Scrimblowers or something, right?
What?
Scrimblow, Bimblows.
Do I know what you're talking about?
Hold on. Scrimblow, Bimblow. There's a famous tweet about Smash Brothers. Smash fans, when Sakurai reveals popular McJRPG guy and not Scrimblow Bimblow, the lovable Scrunko from the great platformer they played as kids 26 years ago, I will break into your house and make you feel unsafe.
Honestly, so real.
So people took that word and started using it unironically to refer to their favorite Scrimblow Bimblows, right?
Yeah, like Crash Bandicoot.
Exactly.
Oh, I've got to run. What the fuck?
So I guess it's like that. That's like a nonsense word that gained its own meaning. Like weeboo must be the same.
Huh. I wonder what the actual origin of it is. Like, was it one post like that?
It says it's been around for as long as 4chan has.
No, imagine being the guy who coined weeaboo. Nobody would believe you.
The Wikipedia article is Japanophilia. I don't like that.
Uh, yeah, I don't want to know what's in there.
Oh, it says never mind. It says here the term weeaboo, often shortened to weeb, came from the webcomic The Perry Bible Fellowship, in which the word had no meaning other than something unpleasant. Really?
Okay.
Can I
So
see the original Perry Bible Fellowship comic?
its meaning has stayed the same, then.
Perry Bible Fellowship weeaboo. Let's see. If we waste any more time on weeaboo, we'll be bankrupt by the end of the month. Did someone just say weeaboo? Because I think I just heard someone say weeaboo. Weeaboo, weeaboo. Okay. So yeah, that's where it's from.
So it was like a Zooey mama?
Yeah, it's like a zooey mama.
That's fucking insane.
That's the. I don't know how that became associated with Japanophiles.
Yeah, I don't know. That like doesn't seem related at all. The fact that it could have an agreed upon definition over time is crazy. I mean, somebody had to just fucking go for it and start using it that way and just hope that people follow. It's like that Zoe 101 episode with Drippin'. You know that one?
Dude, I barely remember Zoe 101.
Yeah, I was like, somewhere in here I'm gonna lose him.
Well, I watched Zoe 101. I just don't remember any of it.
Okay. I mean, this is one of the few episodes I do remember. Because I found it very relatable as I've gotten older.
Oh,
Sometimes you just want a joke to land and nobody's letting it land. And then eventually
I just remember
it does land.
they really like the word spaz on that show.
Yeah.
That's another word you don't hear too often nowadays.
That's true, yeah. That one has been lost.
But that's
to time.
another word that they used a lot in Lucky Star. Lucky Star is very of its time. It's like 2007 or 2008 or something.
Yeah, why did spaz stop getting used?
Well, apparently it's super offensive in the UK. Like it's like a slur
Yeah.
in the UK.
Yeah, it seems like it's a similar type of word as like the R word, which obviously
Yeah, exactly.
is not used anymore.
But it never really had that same connotation here. But it still got
I feel like
phased out
it was
just the
used
same.
in similar ways though.
Sorta. I mean, it's used to describe like overly energetic outbursts, right? Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh god. I don't think it had a positive connotation.
It was not positive. That's
Yeah.
100% sure. It was definitely an insult.
Do I just use a multi-bottle rocket on this move?
Wow.
I'm gonna do this.
I mean, you might as well.
It'd be funny. That's about it. But, yeah, I don't know if stream elements would appreciate it. Gotta know my audience. These mooks are so fucking annoying. Even as a child,
They're just
I remember
mooks.
being annoyed by them. Just the fact that
So do
they're
you
not
think?
weak to freeze, that's what it is.
Do you think all three eyes are real?
No, probably not.
Do you think the ones in the stock, the stocks are fake?
I feel like the ones on the stock are probably real.
The one in the middle is fake? That doesn't make much sense, does it?
Hold on. I've got to take a look at them. Gotta take a look at the mook.
A look at the mook?
This is the way that I came, isn't it? Oh, fuck, now I'm gonna have to fight shit again.
You're not even at the part with the
I'm not. I've been thinking about
Starmans.
that. I'm not gonna want to fight anything by that point.
Wow, wow.
I'm like running out of PP at this point.
Yeah, this place is definitely like the hardest place after Moonside.
Yeah. I got stuck here my first time playing EarthBound. I stopped playing for a couple months.
Oof.
Yeah, the thing is, my first playthrough, I didn't know about the multi-bottle rockets. So, I got to the Starman Deluxe at the end of this, and I couldn't beat him because he had the shield.
That's rough.
Yeah. I think that's what it was. But it's such a sad point to be stuck, because it's like basically the end of the fucking game. Okay, somehow got the green, I'll take it. Still just gonna mash freeze beta. It's just all the same fight over and over. Get me out of here. So what games
It's
have you
better
been
than
playing the
one
last
star,
2
man.
weeks?
Bro, let me tell you about Atelier Aisha.
What the fuck is
Atelier is a very long-running JRPG series from the PS1 all the way to modern day, but it gets like an entry a year. So this was like the 13th Atelier game. It came out 2013, and they're like in the mid-20s now. But they're full-fledged games. They're not like, I don't know how they pump them out that fast. Maybe they have multiple teams or something. But the way it works is at the beginning of the game, it says your sister has 3 years to live or whatever. You have to rescue her before then. And so your time limit to beat the game is 3 years. If you don't beat the game in 3 years, you have to start over. And every single action takes days. So gathering ingredients takes days. Battling takes days. Walking on the overworld takes days. So it's not like a real time system, but like a days as a currency kind of system.
Interesting.
And that's all well and good. The problem I have with it is you have no idea how close you are to the end of the game. So you have no idea if you're wasting too much time or not. You know what I mean? You can't pace yourself
Right.
at least on a blind playthrough. But the other interesting part about the game is that it has a full-fledged JRPG system. You have your party members, levels, stats, equipment. The battles they're turn-based battles. You have your HP, your MP, and a gauge that fills up that allows you to do a special attack as you attack and get attacked. Full like all the systems you expect from a modern JRPG. But the battling takes a huge backseat in the game. Like it's a minor feature relative to the totality of the experience. I've never really experienced a game like that before. The bulk of the game is about alchemy and creating things using alchemy. So the items you gather via crafting, you use those to create items, both equipment and like healing items and stuff like that, but also just like items that people want for quests. So a lot of the game involves completing deliveries. You get like, they're like basic side quests. Like someone's like, "Oh, I want this," and then you go make that, and then you can like fulfill requests easier by making higher quality items with higher quality ingredients and stuff like that. So the bulk of the game is focused on that crafting system and becoming a better alchemist. And you have to to progress through the game. There's like these checkpoints basically that require you to craft a certain item. So even more so than your strength in combat is your skill as an alchemist that you want to focus on improving. You split your days between both of those two competing systems that both want your time and energy. And there's also stuff like this one town will have events like on the 6th and 12th month of every year over the 3 years. But you want to make sure you get there on those months so that you're not like halfway across the world and it'll take a while, a lot of days to travel back. And like it'll also hold like a market for 10 days every month or something. So there's lots of it's a very unique game. I never played a game quite like it, and it has a lot of flaws like not being able to pace yourself, but it's also a lot of cool unique features that I've never really experienced before. So that's been fun-ish so far. I'm working my way through it.
Seems a little bit like Persona.
It's not really anything like Persona, to be honest.
No?
Well, it's not nothing like Persona. You do have a friendship meter with your friends that goes up. I don't know how it goes up. I think just by having them in my party, maybe by doing stuff with them. And then there's like events with them. They're quests though. They're not like hangout events, and they just sort of happen. So yeah, I guess it is a bit like Persona in that sense.
Yeah, there's like time management and battling. I mean, battling doesn't really take a backseat in Persona, but there's more to the game than that. Like the social
Yeah,
links
yeah.
play a
It
major
has
role.
Persona elements.
Am I going backwards? Chat, am I going backwards?
think you might be going
I
backwards.
think I'm literally going backwards. Everything looks the fucking same. After a battle, I lost track of where I was.
Maybe you should use an exit mouse.
Oh, dude, I don't have an exit mouse.
Why would you go anywhere without an exit mouse, dude?
Where the hell do I get an exit mouse?
I don't know, man. I usually have one from the freaking mole mines.
You don't use it to get out of the mole mines? Dude,
Hold
I
on.
think I went backwards. This is so fucking sad.
Exit mouse.
Oh!
Oh, you get one in Stonehenge. Where?
Oh, it's like most of the way through. I know what you're
Oh,
talking about.
no. Doesn't
I'm gonna
help
use
you at all.
Starstorm, dude. Get me the fuck out of here. At the very least, I'm catching up in levels, because that's clearly a problem for me.
Right.
Okay. Come on. Yes, Yoshi Beta to seal the deal.
Don't call me that.
Let's go. Oh.
Alpha.
No, but Alpha's weak. I just would never use
You think
that
that's
in any
that's
situation.
that's commentary on society.
Yeah, it really says a lot if you think about
The
it.
beta is stronger than the alpha.
Uh-huh.
What comes after that again in the EarthBound
Gamma.
power levels? Gamma.
Yeah, just like
What's
the
a gamma
male.
male?
I don't think anybody talks about the gamma males. I think people sleep on them.
Between you and me, I do not know the Greek alphabet order.
Well,
Like,
I can keep
gamma
this between
comes
us.
before delta?
Yep.
That's not how it is in English. The Latin alphabet.
Yeah, I suppose it's not, yeah. It's like a Y. But the Greek alphabet, in a way, has multiple Ys.
Why does it do that?
You can
Right?
make
Okay.
like an E sound with like 3 different letters that I can think of. Or well, I guess the gamma doesn't even make that sound. Dude, I'm not a certified Greek. I'm only 50%.
Fake Greek.
Yeah. Dude, I need to get out of here.
You can always just die. That'll take you out.
I keep my EXP.
Of course you keep your EXP. You just get taken to the last place you slept.
Oh, did I use the revitalizing machine in the lab though?
That I can't tell you.
That could be really sad. Yeah, I
Oh, this is saying you go back to where you last saved.
Oh,
Interesting.
to the phone, yeah.
Yeah,
I guess that's
but
true, isn't it?
you do keep all your experience and progress.
So I should just go
When it says
until
go
I
back to where
die.
you last saved, it doesn't mean that it reloads the save.
Right, yeah. Just thank God.
You lose your money though.
Oh, you're right. The money's gonna be a problem. I have like my entire account in my pocket right now. But I've been fighting shit for the last hour, so I'm sure I can
Yeah,
get
and
that
besides,
back.
money's not an object, so.
Exactly, it's not an object. It should be respected. You should respect the mighty dollar. And I will be back in Summers to finish out my equipment. Dude, what do you mean, red? What do you mean? Using fucking magnet. Fucking Nest mains, dude.
I'm telling you. We gotta put them all down.
Right? That should be the plan. That's one way to cut down
in
society.
Minecraft, in video
Yes.
games.
I think one way to eliminate the surplus population is anybody who has played League in the last month, gone. They're gone.
We could extend that. We could go like last year.
Last year? Well, how long has it been for you?
Yeah, that's the problem,
We've
right?
got to save
I
company.
think it's been maybe 2 years or more.
Okay. The last 2 years, if you've played League of Legends, you're gone.
Yeah, I don't think I've played League in over 2 years. Pretty high.
Yeah, no, you would be alive in this scenario. And I'm really happy that you've been clean for that long. I'm really proud of you. But I think that would eliminate a lot of the bottom feeders and grime in society.
Right. Lower crime rates, right?
Lower crime rates, more
Implying League of
capital
Legends
in
players go
circulation.
outside.
Yeah. I think there'd be more money filtered into things that matter instead of stupid little League skins, right?
Instead of Riot Games.
Exactly.
Could they survive on Valorant alone? Probably not.
No, I mean, I'd be willing to try. Oh my god. Tiny little guys. How's it going? How are you feeling after the weekend? You know, Tiny Little Guys was an artist at Anime Boston.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
She has a lot of Hachiware art. You know that, Char?
I've never heard of that. What is that?
It's like the new hip and happening Hello Kitty. So I would describe it.
Oh. I know nothing about Sanrio.
Well, hold on a second.
There's
Before
that one
I
Avril
speak-
Lavigne song where she's like something
Did I win? I did win.
kitty kitty Hello Kitty.
Hold up.
What? What's the matter?
Hold up. Okay.
What's the problem?
Okay. Hachiware is not Sanrio.
Oh no. You said it was like Hello Kitty.
I said it's like Hello Kitty, and I didn't think it was Sanrio, but I was like, let's confirm this before I speak misinformation on the internet.
Alright, let me look it up. Maybe I've seen it before. Or at least like in passing. Oh yeah, I've seen that character before.
I'm sorry, Ivy, if that hurt you to hear me say, but I had no fucking idea what the origin of Chikawa Hachiware are. I don't know. I got the plushie for free. I don't know. I do have a plushie in my room. But there's a whole universe of them. There's a set of characters. They all look largely
Species,
the same, but different.
just
the
a
same,
creature.
But different.
Height as tall as 4 Necco cookies.
Mm-hmm.
They sort of describe Sami in Engage like that too.
Who the hell is that? What does this do?
Sami? You don't remember Sami from Fire Emblem Engage?
What is this shit? I don't know that character.
It's so sad.
I don't remember.
His height is as tall as a loaf of bread, and his weight is as heavy as 2 peaches.
It's like Rotom and the Rotom decks.
I don't know.
He's like,
All I
oh,
know is that
light as a
Sami's adorable.
feather, heavier than the galaxy and the moon and the stars.
No, because that's conceited.
Right?
Sami's innocent and cute.
Honestly, Ivy, I would have expected you to have more than 20 Hachiwara plushies. And yes, you should get more. Also, I finally found the Starman Super. But he's with one of the
This will be the one.
guys. He's with the
It'll be the
exploding
one.
guy. I can't do it. Maybe that was the one and I didn't even check. I
Do you have
just
your
spied.
you have your monkey's love?
Monkey's love? Yes? What does that do?
Yeah, it would have been the perfect opportunity to try it. It petrifies an enemy
Oh, I could
for
have.
one
Well,
turn.
but he explodes when I kill him, and I'd have to kill him, right?
Yeah, so you kill him last and stop him with the monkey's love in the meantime.
Oh, I don't have enough PP. Let me just spy, because I can see if he has it.
Yeah,
He doesn't
kind of
have
annoying.
it. He doesn't have it, so I can...
Almost a waste of time.
It is like Goldango. The Starman Super basically is Goldango. He makes it rain with meteors and stars, right?
I don't know if it's quite the same. He's cooler than Goldengo, I'll say that much.
Wait a minute, I have the PSI Caramel. I'm gonna use that on Paula.
You ever used to think that in the cover art of EarthBound, that Ness was inside the Starman instead of being reflected through its visor?
No, never once, because that's not true. That's not true.
I mean,
You're not gonna tell me that's
it's not true, but it looks like that. What do you mean?
It's not true that he's inside the Starman.
No, he's not inside the Starman, but it looks like that. So I thought that's what it was like for a very long time, years.
Yeah?
I was like, oh,
I feel
he's
like
being reflected in the visor.
most people don't even notice that he's in there.
Oh yeah, you have to look a little closely, but
Yeah, not everyone's zooming into the Earthbound box art.
wish we
Yeah,
have to win more in
Ivy,
Pokemon.
our run was sad. Yeah, Ivy and I played Pokemon. We went on the BGC ladder in Scarlet and Violet together.
He
And
did
we
multi
found...
battles.
No. We were just both doing couch co-op playing
Oh,
BGC.
okay, sure.
And we found this team that it was using Farigiraf in an interesting way. I feel like that was maybe one of the bigger barriers of like, how the fuck do we use this thing? And there were certain matchups where we were like, what the fuck do we do? But the team apparently did well. We found it on this spreadsheet of like some good player using it to do something. But yeah, we were not winning, and we were in like the beginner tiers.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, even
I'd
with my
probably be the
combined
same though.
Pokemon knowledge. Yeah,
I don't know how
BGC is its
modern
own
Pokemon
beast.
works. That's also
Yeah.
true.
It doesn't help too. There's a lot of new Pokemon and moves that like I don't even know what the fuck they do or like what moves they have or what their moves do.
Well, it's like every Pokemon these days have a signature move and like a signature
Yeah,
ability.
it's true. There's like
You can't just have
Ogerpon with
Poison
multiple
Stain anymore.
forms too.
Ugh. What's that Shadowfax Pokemon? Calyrex?
Yeah, Calyrex Shadow Rider. Apparently it's toxic. Just really, really fast and
Gross.
strong. Yeah. And then there's the ice one. The Ice Rider. That's really slow, so you use it in Trick Room, and it hits both opponents with its attack, and it does a shit ton of damage.
Trick Room is a very cool move.
You like it?
I do. I think it's interesting.
I think it is cool, because it really opens up so many more Pokemon to be usable.
Uh-huh.
What?
Oh man, so many sirens. They found me. I gotta
Uh-oh.
run.
Damn, I thought I'd be the one getting swatted.
There's always sirens in this neighborhood.
Yeah. Me when I live on
It is
the
bad.
Greek islands in mythological times.
A couple of days ago, there's like a billion sirens like 10 a.m. and an apartment building like 5 minutes away walking was on fire. Just one apartment in the building. But it was a huge fire. Apparently it's like some kind of like domestic abuse situation,
Oh yeah?
and one of them set the apartment on fire on purpose.
What the fuck?
It was
I shouldn't be
dude.
laughing. That's insane.
Okay, well here's the insane part. It's only the first time that building has been on fire in the past couple of years.
The fuck? They keep... they keep leasing to people that I don't know what
Like,
would even the word be. Is it like a fire fetish at that point? Maybe. Stop. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to fucking Mr. Saturn. But yeah, that's a crazy little pattern. You would think at that point
yeah,
the
for sure.
landlord just has really bad judgment.
Well, I know to avoid that building.
Yeah. Yeah, the building could be cursed too.
But like, I see that building every single week because it's right across from the grocery store. So I see it every single time.
Jupiter be like? Wait, what did I say?
I don't remember.
I trust that it's a really good joke, and the timing probably worked
Oh,
really well on her end.
for sure, for sure.
Where is the fucking exit mouse? I just
Oh,
had
I don't
him.
want to talk to Mr. Saturn. I forgot that Mr.
Oh.
Saturn would be like a novel name to someone who has it, who
Oh,
isn't
yeah, yeah,
familiar with
yeah.
EarthBound. It's like, oh, that is a weird name when you aren't so used to it.
It is, yeah. It's
Mr.
like the name
Saturn.
of their race. They're all called Mr. Saturn. Exit mouse. I found the answer, right? So I can find the book.
Yeah, you can go to one at.
Okay, no, do not give me red swirl! Don't! What are we doing here, man? Mighty Bear 7?
I wonder
is
why
he
it's
not
called
dead?
that.
No. It's comical in its own way to just give it a random number, though. Maybe that's what it was. Unless it's a Japanese thing. Maybe if you translate it, it's a pun or something.
No, in Japanese, it's the Japanese word for mighty, but the English words for bear and 7. So it's Kairiki Bear 7.
Okay.
Which honestly makes it
Very
more
interesting.
confusing than before.
Yeah, they for some reason wanted it to be 7, but in American. An American 7.
American.
Yeah. Home of the
My
brave.
favorite language.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I speak American and Canadian. I'm
Yep.
multilingual.
Dude, I knew exactly where this book was. Talk about precipitation.
Precipitation.
It's like when you know something before it happens.
That's prescience.
Okay. Close. I'm getting there. Okay, tend to village.
Oh, that's where I know the word from.
Hmm?
Fire Emblem Fates.
Oh my god. Of course it's Fire
It's
Emblem.
it's a it's Awakening. It's an archer skill at level 10. Hit and avoid plus 15 during your turn.
Oh, hit and avoid. I thought you said hit
Yeah,
in avoid. Like Dark
hit
Ride.
and avoid.
Yeah.
And then in Heroes, it's the unique skill of Legendary Micaiah, which is weird. Oh, no, it's not. She's a fortune teller. That makes sense, actually.
Dude, I have a book that'll help him overcome shyness.
Yeah, it's called Overcoming Shyness.
Can fix shyness. I'll read to everyone. What do
You
you
ever
think is
return
in
the
this
book?
book? You're supposed to return the
Well,
book.
tips on overcoming shyness, of course.
But the fact that the entire race, like everybody in the village, overcame
It's just
shyness from this
immediately,
book.
yeah.
Yeah. There's
weird.
got to be some fucking wise words in there. Dr. K should take notes.
Yeah.
It really is a commentary on society. The fact that, I mean, in this universe, books are the way that they spread knowledge to the masses, and now we have YouTube Shorts, and Dr. K is trying to help people overcome shyness. So this game predicted Dr. K.
Right. 30 years in advance.
Yeah. No way.
You can drink the tea?
Dude, they're speaking to me.
Yeah, man.
How How do they know
A
my
happy little
name?
question for you.
You sure it's
Jigsaw
what
Watts.
there's no way. What's weird is that in the Japanese version, if you put in your name in English with English letters, American letters, sorry,
Right.
then the second time it asks you, it's filled in, but it's with Japanese text. I don't know what the how they do that.
Wait, but it's right, but in Japanese? There's no way.
I didn't know how to read Japanese at the time, so I don't know.
Yeah, it can't be right. There's no way it would know how to translate that.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's like, it feels like it'd be too complicated for the SNES.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of fucking AI LLM they have in there, but possible. I've never heard that sound effect in my life. That's an absolute lie. I just told a bold-faced lie. I absolutely never heard that sound.
Never played EarthBound before.
Talk to me. I don't want to talk to him. He's just a rock. He's gonna be like, oh, I'm just a rock. Oh my god. Fuck you, dude. Okay, Lost Underworld. Oh my god. Okay, I know. I know.
Ugh.
I have perspiration.
Perspiration, precipitation,
Am I getting closer?
persecution.
Okay. Well, now you're fucking eliminating possibilities. I can only use this joke for as long as I can think of it. The HP sucker. I hardly know
Dude,
her.
those things are orange.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, their color theory could have been a little bit better. No, I'm getting the 2-hour call, dude. That means it's time for me to go.
Bobbies are born.
I mean, honestly, it has been 2 hours, exactly. That
It
is
sure
the
has.
signal. Such a convenient
Yeah.
thing that this game has built in.
Yeah, if only every game had that, right?
Yeah.
And then it automatically Alt F4's OBS.
That would be crazy, but you know what? Maybe it's for the best. Maybe I should program that in. Make my computer shut down completely after OBS has been recording for 2 hours. But yeah, okay, I mean, we're in the final stretch now. Lost Underworld, Fire Spring, Magicant.
Yeah.
Onet at Night. And then...
I think it'll still take 2 streams, but it won't take the full 3rd stream.
Yeah, no way. No way. I think next time...
You have like 3 hours left.
Prediction for next time.
Well, I think you're gonna die.
Why?
Because you've been dying.
Yeah, I've been dying to beat the game.
And
right.
they say it's sort of like oh, it's a little dark.
What?
Never mind.
No. Go ahead. You have the floor.
I shouldn't say it.
Come on, we're getting to the dark part of the game.
Like, if you have cancer once, you're more likely to get it again, right?
Listen, okay. Alright. You know what? Maybe I know for next time now. Just let you not say it. Okay?
I said.
You got me. You got me.
You didn't listen to me.
Alright? I was wrong.
Sure were. This is on you.
You could have just said, when you're struck by lightning once.
That's not right, though. You're not more likely to get struck by lightning again after getting struck by lightning once.
But that's what people say is the case. But I think the only
Well,
reason that's the case
I've never heard that
because
before.
I've heard it before, but I think the reason it's the
'Cause
case is because if you're dumb enough to get struck once,
Yeah, I was
you'll
gonna
be in the
say
same situation.
you're ignoring the safety
Yeah.
precautions.
People.
Precautions. Did you use that word yet?
Say it. What? No, that's a good one though. But people say it like you become like a fucking human lightning rod if you get struck once. Like
I've never heard this
freezes you
before.
in people.
Not once. I feel like you're making this up.
I've heard. No, I think it's statistically it's true, but it's the same statistic as like you're more likely to drown if you have a pool.
Right.
It doesn't really mean anything. But anyway, with that being said, everyone in chat, thanks for coming to the stream. It's been a great time. It was great chatting with everybody. And I will be back tomorrow if all goes to plan. And we'll get to...
Let's be back tomorrow, shall we?
Prediction. Hold on, I gotta predict where we're gonna get tomorrow. I think after tomorrow, we get
That's kind of hard.
Hold up.
Reach Cave of the Past.
We at least get 2 Magicant. Probably through. I'm gonna say through Magicant. Yeah. Maybe ambitious. But I think that's it, and then the last stream is going to be ONET at night and the rest of the game.
Okay. Alright.
Official prediction. We'll see.
Sure.
Be there or be square. And don't let Smash Bros. Have any of your music. Is that a good one?
Not really. They gave more music with DQ and Sephiroth.
Well, it would have been a good joke 10 years ago. Well, we can workshop it for next time. But anyway, good night, everybody.